Okay.
Welcome everyone to another session of the Mastermind Book Club. Tonight, the Mastermind Book Club is getting ready to do part 2 summary of Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. What an amazing book. This second 5-hour summary there's a lot to cover, but we're going to attempt to do it within the next 3 to 5 minutes. Martha, would you like to give your brief review or summary?
Good evening, everyone. There is a question to follow us about through the word existency, who we are. For me, it's very powerful. And Yuval Noah Harari in this book have a combination of science and humanity. And he say how the Homo sapiens became the Dominic became the Dominic species in our planet. Dominate the species in our planet, and the evolution into today exists. We believe in the human rights, and we believe in the human rights and what I get for this book is the agricultural evolution that became the globalization and the technology improvement in our planet right now. And thank you.
Thank you, Martha. Thank you. Gina.
Yes, this book for me was like another roller coaster, I should say. I love this author. He is just quite amazing. If I were to try to put the book in, just a few words here, I would say it has to do with organism undergoing different transformation to get to where we are today. Okay, this book reminds me somewhat of Angels of Our Better Nature. In a sense, it's telling us about how we keep evolving into cooperation with one another, but that there is no guarantee that this will continue, into the future, because eventually we could end up annihilating ourselves with our knowledge.
Thank you, Gina. Reggie.
Good evening, everyone. So, Sapiens, who are we? In one level, at one aspect, we're cooperative, and the other aspect, we're not so cooperative. But however, whether we've been cooperative or not as cooperative with each other, in either case, we've actually been able to create and produce quite a number of things in over the course of history. But the question to ask is whether or not we should be cooperative or not cooperative, because a lot of what has come by way of cooperation has been us working together as strangers, different races, different everything, and being able to make so many different things come about. But then there's certain things that we've been able to create or produce that have been at the hands of being victims, or being in situations where we've been oppressed, which has also led to quite a bit of accomplishments. But I wouldn't say that would be the most ideal situation. So what are we going to be, cooperative or not as cooperative as we move forward in order to create and continue to evolve as a species?
Thank you, Reggie. Charles.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I just have a couple of things to say. One, I'm going to piggyback off of what Reg said, but I'm going to use a different word: adaptation. As a species, we have been able to adapt to all the uncertainties that life presents to us. And I'm going to say that we apply these same type of adaptations that are innate with us, we will be able to overcome most of our differences. But if we keep going as individuals, like the statement says, divided we fall, together we stand, divided we fall, we will be able to come many different circumstances and evolve to a better people. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Now, I just want to say this very quickly. Yuval Noah Harari, amazing author. He has done the research. Stuff that we should be learning in history classes or in social studies and geography, I guess, just to name a few. No, Yuval Noah Harari gives it to us in several hours of books. And through audio, it makes it much easier. I highly recommend you listen to this book. Although we listen to a computerized voice, the amount of information and content in there is worthwhile informing yourself of where we come from, where it seems that we're headed, and where we've been during the process. This is the Mastermind Book Club signing off and letting you know that part 2 of the 3 parts of this book so far, highly recommended. Highly recommended. Take care, and until next week, when we'll review the 3rd part of Sapiens.